Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, everybody. This is the Slider Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about the amount of Latino representation in Nickelodeon's Monster High live action adaptation. I have to say, I knew there was some, but I didn't know it was like this much. And so, if you're not familiar, Monster High was something that was created 13 years ago. It was a toy line by Mattel, the same people who made Barbie. And they made like animated television series, video games, stuff like that. And so, the dolls in the animated series, well, they don't really have a specific race. Like, that I know of, because I never watched the animated stuff because it's just a little too young for me and stuff. And so the only one I knew of was like Claudine, who's black, and then there's Cleo, and she's Egyptian and stuff. Everybody else is just could probably be anything because they're monsters and they have their skin's painted a different color. And so, of course, when it comes to animated, they just get whoever for those roles and stuff. However, for the live action movies, they decided to up their game in diversity. The entire Monster High live action adaptation is extremely diverse. And one interesting thing is that 4 of the actresses in both the movies are actually of Latino descent and stuff. And this is refreshing, you know what I'm saying? Because how often do you see something like that for, especially on Nickelodeon of all things, And if this would have been made 15 something years ago, it would have been just all white actors. And so, in the second movie, they added 2 more Latinos, making a total of 6 and stuff. And that's a lot. You would never expect to see that. And for the most part, not so much a predominantly white type thing, but something created by a white person. Especially when those races aren't supposed to be that and stuff. And, when it comes to the stars on that, I'm probably going to butcher a bunch of their names and everything. But Maya Harris, who plays Claudine Wolf, she is actually Afro-Latino, and she is the lead of the first movie and co-lead of the second, but she still ends up saving the day. And then you have Cece Balagot, I believe how you say her name. She, they, I should say, because pronoun thing, they are Latino as well. I remember I first saw them on Desperate Housewives. For the most part, they play Frankie from Frankenstein or whatever like that. And they're just there for comedic relief. But in the third movie, the movie is supposed to center around them. Then those are the 2 main leads, and they have a third lead who is a Filipino descent. I think she might be more the Asian Filipino and Pacific Islander than she is Spanish. But then you have 2 minor characters in the franchise. You have, where is her name at? Now I can't even say her name. Jai Primiskulnik. I don't know. But she's of Spanish descent as well as who plays Cleo. But Cleo is from I don't know, I think somebody said Cleo is supposed to be from Australia, but she has an Egyptian type roots, because Egyptian mummy. However, what many people don't seem to understand that there are Latinos in Australia. So, Then you have the one who played Laguna Blue. And I can't remember. I don't think I wrote her name down. Anyway, she's of Latino descent as well. And stuff. And then you have the other 2 movies. You have Anna Cortez. She plays the villain, and I can't pronounce the dude who plays her son, but he's Latino as well. Wow, I really gotta stop writing my words so close together. And stuff. I think Laguna Blue is Lena Ty. And so, yeah, she's a Latino descent as well. I believe she's Colombian, I believe. And this is really refreshing because for the most part, if you ever see a Latino person on television, probably like from now or anywhere in the past, mostly they just play maids or they work in restaurants or they're villains and stuff like that. And it is really nice to see, to have little kids see themselves on television and stuff because people need to be represented. It shouldn't just all be predominantly white. And sadly, there are some people in the comment sections who feel that Monster High live action is too Latino for them. Yes, there are people complaining about this. I have read one disgusting comment of one person. When it comes to Lena playing Laguna, she's all like, Laguna should have been played by a pale-skinned blonde girl and blue eyes and blah, 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 blah. Basically, she's just saying it need to play by a white person. And, there are other people like on Reddit and Twitter and Instagram and like YouTube just complaining. There's too much Latin representation in this movie. Who cares? They do a great job acting. And like they deserve to have these roles. Because take Claudine, for example. She's black in the toy line and animation. But here she's Afro-Latino. And she still looks black. You know what I'm saying? They would have never guessed it if she was Afro-Latino. My camera died. I think I was talking about Claudine. But yeah, you would never be able to tell if the actress never said, she is and stuff. Because for the most part, she just looks black, but a little bit more like, lightly brown and stuff. And I don't know why people are getting so up in arms about this. Because you gotta remember, this toy line and stuff came out 13 years ago. And the animated series came out shortly after. So the people complaining are anywhere between kids, teenagers, and very young adults. Because this is geared more to young people. And it's sad to see young people taking this hateful stride against something all because somebody is of a different race. And this is the problem what's going on nowadays with all these toxic people. These older toxic people on YouTube and politics and Twitter are brainwashing the minds of now the young people to hate brown skin. It is disgusting in my opinion. They act like they are the only people in the world who exist and who should only be on television. Well, you want to know something? If the world was different a long time ago, just in general, and especially in Hollywood, like we would not be having this discussion today because it would have been so diverse that it would have became the norm. But no, predominantly white like medium was the norm back then. And they need to get over themselves and realize that there are more people in the world other than them and they want to be on television. They want to be in movies. They just don't want to play maids or immigrants or people working like on top of a roof or like, in a restaurant when it comes to that a television and movies, all because it is a stereotype and everything. They don't want to be made the butt of like somebody else's entertainment all because it makes them laugh and everything. And they need to get over themselves. And a shout out to Nickelodeon for once again breaking barriers and taking strides to add inclusion and stuff. Something Disney Channel need to stick to their guns. Disney Channel had one supposed predominantly Latino show, even though one of the actresses was white and the other one was Italian, pretending to be Latino, and it got canceled after 3 seasons, and it was a really good show. Then there was that predominantly Latino superhero show they had, and it got canceled after 1. It got put on Disney Plus, and then it got taken completely off. Seriously, man, like there needs to be an inclusion of diversity all around the board so everybody can see it, appreciate it, and learn to accept it. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.